How's it going, everybody? This is our farm. We've been trying to get things going here since 2006. Me and my brother. I come from a real estate slash trading stocks slash regular job background, like in logistics and shipping. And my brother, he was a civil engineer. He got laid off in 2006, and so I moved in with him here before all of this, and he started talking to me about peak oil, and I kind of agreed with him. So we decided to create some kind of sustainable living area for ourselves and our family. And then I started asking the question, well, how are we going to pay our mortgage in that kind of situation? Because, you know, I just kind of think that the banks will find a way to still try to extract money or whatever from people. So then I said, well, let's start a business, you know, farming, and so that we can have some kind of way to pay our mortgage. And we started trying to turn this into a farm, like a working farm. We've been doing this, like I said, since 2006, 2007, and we are still not in a position where we can sustain ourselves completely and our family. We are grid tied, power wise and water, because of the power. We have our own well, but it runs on electricity, so if that goes out, then everything you see here goes with it. The reason why I'm making these videos is because I watch Krabby Dog Tricks, I watch PD Lumina and Mr. Thrive and Survive, and I watch Raw Dog. Even though I think Raw Dog can get a little arrogant sometimes, I think he still has a lot of good information and keeps people grounded with reason. And the things that they talk about are be prepared, have 6 months to a year supply of food and access to water. And I agree with that. You know, I think everyone should try to prepare and have some food and water. My issue is that I really don't think that after 6 or 12 months that things are going to get better. I think we're still going to be in a bad situation at the end of those 12 months. And if people haven't figured out how to do this kind of stuff, how to grow their own food, keep animals and things like that, then they're going to be in a world of hurt after the food and water runs out. We live here in Arizona, and it's, you know, just really hot. I think a couple days ago it got up to 120 degrees. Our animals are really stressed out, and I think people living out here are gonna have just a hell of a time trying to survive in a situation like that, even if they're prepared. I know we are. If you take a look at our vegetable garden here, all the plants, they were just, I mean, you can see the soil is still wet, but just because of the sun, they're still struggling to survive. All the plants are wilting and just really stressed out. Same thing with the animals. They can barely take it. We lost, so far in the last week, we've lost about 10 chickens. So what I'm gonna do is I want to start from ground zero, and I want to find some property in New Mexico up at a higher elevation where it's easier to grow things. And I know that we have 3 growing seasons here, but I think it's gonna be just hell trying to survive out here without power, and I don't want to have to deal with it. There's our well. Just to give you guys some ideas of what you can do. Here's a beehive. We have about 20 of these on the property. And anyway, so I'm going to start from ground zero, and I want to video everything that I'm going to do, so that everyone can kind of get some ideas of if they're working on the same kinds of projects. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get this RV situated and get the inside all fixed up and install solar panels on it, composting toilet, propane burners, and old military heater stove that I've got for heat and to cook on. And I'd like to get this going, and when I find some property up in New Mexico, I'll take it up there and it'll help me get started up there. Here's my tractor. One of the many things I've purchased over the last couple years. I've probably spent upwards of between $10,000 and $12,000 on everything. These are my goats. These are African boar goats. They do pretty well out in this heat, so they do better in the heat than they do the cold. So I'm kind of wondering how they're gonna do in New Mexico. I'm sure they'll be okay though, because they're pretty hardy animals. Anyway, that's what I wanted to do, and I hope you guys enjoy my videos, and if you don't, then there's tons of good information on YouTube, and everybody else is making videos, so with a lot of good ideas. Like I said, I'm a pretty big fan of all those guys I mentioned: Krabby Dog Tricks, Mr. Strive and Survive, PD Lumina, and Fabian for Liberty, and a couple others. And they have a lot of good info as well. But hopefully the stuff I put on my videos will be very practical, and everybody can use them. Until then, I guess that's it for today. I'll see you guys later.